it's a positive film. It has heroes and villains, and that it essentially is a fun movie to watch. It's been a long time since people have been able to go to the movies and see a sort of straightforward, wholesome, fun adventure.
Well, it's a fantasy. It's not science fiction so much as it is space fantasy. And it's about people. It's finally about people and not finally about science.
The story, when you actually put it into words, is only so much nonsense to hang a great visual experience onto. It's the stuff that fairy tales are made of.
Sort of boiling down religion into a very basic concept. The fact that there is some deity or some power or some force that sort of controls our destiny works for good and also works for evil.
Marvellous, healthy innocence. Great pace, wonderful to look at, full of guts, nothing unpleasant. I mean, people go bang bang and people fall over and are dead, but, no horrors. A sort of wonderful freshness about it, kind of like a wonderful fresh air.
It's got whatever you want it to be. It's pure entertainment. It's like a roller coaster ride, and it can be interpreted as long as you enjoy it, which is the intention.
Hello and welcome back to Generation Skywalker. We have got a committee. We are going to be talking about the best moments of Revenge of the Sith. And who have I got with me to discuss this? Well, I have got someone who I said we're recording Revenge of the Sith, and he went and watched The Rise of Skywalker. I've got the Burgess with me. Good evening, Dan.
Good evening. And yeah, I can't believe you made me watch that film again. And we're not even going to be talking about it.
I put ROTS and you've read it as TROS.
No, you put TROS.
Well, everyone else.
It's a good job, to be fair, Stu. I was just going to wing it, so I didn't watch it anyways. I was struggling to come up with a top 10, so I'm actually pleased we're talking about Revenge of the Sith instead.
Oh, mate, you're all right. You seem a bit down.
I'm all good, mate.
He's just watched Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. There you can hear another member, the only member I've ever met in Star Wars that still thinks midi-chlorians is a good idea. It's Jez. Good evening, Jez.
Evening, Stu. Evening, Dan. Good evening, everyone.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm looking forward to this. It's been a while since four of us have been on, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And finally, we have got Peter Lee, the man with two first names. Well, you're up, Pete?
How you doing, Stu? I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. What do you call a cat that's joined the Sith?
Is that an open question, or is that just for me?
It's to you. Yeah.
A cat that's joined the Sith. Darth, I don't know.
Yeah, you're nearly there. Darfield.
Darth what? Darth Maul.
Oh, dearie me.
It's gonna be a long
Right.
night.
Well, plenty of those to come over the night. Right then, boys. So we're going to do what we usually do for people that haven't listened to a committee before. Basically, we choose a topic, like we just said, the best moments from Revenge of the Sith. We chat about them. We both throw some ideas up. And when I say both, I mean all of us. And then we all go away and vote for our top 10s. And then we collate those results and we form the official Generation Skywalker top 10 of a topic. So, boys, who's going to kick me off tonight with this? With their first one, Peter Lee.
Oh, it's my favourite movie. We watched it quite recently, didn't we? This one we all did together, wasn't it?
Yeah. Beginning of May.
There's quite a few, but one that sticks out. How about Yoda versus Emperor? The lightsaber fight towards the end. Pretty epic. Ultimate good versus evil. We got it going on parallel with the Obi-Wan and Anakin fight, so you got the parallels there. And you just see the Emperor just lunatic. It's kind of like throwing things around, laughing his face off, knows he's got one up on Yoda, Jewel of the Fates playing in the background just to add to the mix. Yoda falling, the nails. I remember that in the cinema. That was quite an epic big one. He's just holding on with the fingernails. And yeah, it's height of the power of the light side and the dark side, right?
Definitely. And I think Yoda was better in that battle than he was in Attack of the Clones. Less
comic.
Speed. Yeah.
Less comic.
Bouncing off the walls. Okay.
Less jumping around.
There is the first one then, Jez.
Okay. Yeah, no, I like that. I like it a lot. Whilst we're on the subject of Yoda, then I'll just say Yoda in general, that if you think about the CGI, everything coming together with Yoda, but there were a few other bits and pieces that I liked. The way in which he was fighting, as him and Kenobi were going through, and he's chucking a lightsaber, a clone trooper jumps up on the clone trooper, rips that lightsaber out, and just the general Yoda-ness, as you said, is far better than Attack of the Clones, and I thought that they carried that off really, really well.
Okay.
Oh, and he decapitated he decapitated some clone troopers as well. So all around, he was doing some good badness. Good badness.
Okay. Daniel?
I'm gonna go with Emperor Palpatine in the Separatist ship getting rescued, and the "Do it" line when he's ordering Anakin to behead Count Dooku.
It's quite a big scene, that, isn't it? Because you've got everything there, like Anakin, blatant grooming of him, isn't it? Like, not the Jedi way, making him do it. Dooku's face to the Emperor, kind of like what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's also the blanking of of Ben at the end when they're walking out, and he's just like, "Oh, don't forget about him. Let's go."
Yeah, but that's quite nice actually as well, isn't it? A separate scene where Anakin won't leave Obi-Wan. Yeah. His fate will be the same as ours. Yeah. Nice shout. Okay, well let's throw in a couple of obvious ones. Order 66 is the greatest moment in this film.
Any particular element of the Order 66?
I just think the whole concept of it, and just like seeing those clones which they trusted. Yeah, Order 66 just as a concept. I mean, like not just. I mean, some of the deaths. We can talk about the heartbreaking moment that Aayla Secura gets slaughtered if we want to. You know.
Don't know if you can go through that again.
I think when you talk about moments, it's that look on who's the guy with a big cone head? I can't think of his name. What's his name? Kim Undy, when he just turns around and the shock on his face, and they're just firing him.
It's a nice shot. They go to the feet, isn't they? They're running and they're walking, and then they go to the feet.
Yeah, they just start, just come to a halt, and
yeah, that is a good.
He's gone. Yeah, I cried at that scene.
Oh, mate.
What today? Today, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then who wants to go? Throw someone.
Yeah, all right. Rebuilding Vader. You know, I mentioned Yoda earlier on just because, Peter had said it and I thought it, fitted with that. But I think one of my biggest moments is, the crescendo of that movie, or almost like the penultimate bit, when you've got it, you see Anakin, you see it behind the aerial shot looking down where you can see the Imperial cog and all the bits and pieces moving, lots of sort of monochromatic colors going on, but mainly just the darkness, the uncomfortableness for Anakin and for the potential watchers. But it's that moment when the visor comes down, the helmet is then prepped and put together, you see it and you hear it. And then when you see there and hear the helmet being closed and you hear that sort of hiss and then the sound, I just remember everyone in the cinema cheered, and we often hear about, American cinemas, people just like freaking out and being like, "Way!" and being very, American yeehaw about it. But if you think about Britishness, we don't normally give reactions in the cinema, not everyone, but I recall definitely when people heard Vader breathing for the first time like that. A big moment in the movie.
Yeah, was it Rick? What's his name? Rick McCallum?
Rick McCallum,
guy.
Yeah.
I remember him saying it was like they've got 3 movies to get to that point. Because that's the only thing anyone knows is where they're getting to is that moment. So, it's pretty iconic. I find it quite clunky how and how weird his helmet looks when he stands up. The helmet looks too big to me.
Well, like Spaceballs.
Sorry.
Well, clearly, Pete, you haven't been reading my facts of the day about Revenge of the Sith, because that was designed that way. I mean, George Lucas wanted that suit kind of weighing him down, so it was made to be ill-fitting. So kind of Hayden had to stumble around in it a little bit.
You know, I have read them, Dan, but they made the helmet heavier as well, so he was gonna stumble around.
Yeah.
So which is the shape of it, not necessarily the weight. The shape is
I also think that scene was overshadowed by the no.
Yeah.
It's so good, but that no kind of like it's just like just leave it out. You don't need it. Yeah, I think you really see how much machine he is in that, don't you? Goes with the New Hope line, doesn't it?
You might as well go back to the scene then where he's it's called the immolation scene, where he catches fire then, so that's got to be up there as well. That's pretty emotional as well. After all those years of imagining what it looked like, I think we read in the Return of the Jedi novelization that Anakin fell into a volcano. But yeah, when we got to see it for real, it's pretty graphic. A pretty powerful scene.
I mean, I never think the lightsaber fight, actually, when you rewatch it back, it's not a great lightsaber duel. It's about the fourth or fifth best lightsaber fight. That scene and the emotion in it and the dialogue is what makes that moment. Not
the lightsaber fight is good inside when they're in the wherever. It loses it when they're in the.
Then they start introducing droids and doing. I don't know why there's all these little droids flying around. It does. Yeah,
that's definitely. You want to put that down to the flying droids.
Yeah. Okay. But there's a point that scene where Anakin runs along the. They're both hanging off of that like aerial piece that's floating down the river, and then it starts to go over the waterfall, and Anakin takes the run up and does a massive somersault. I think that's excellent until he lands on the little droid. So I would include that if it wasn't for that little droid.
Yeah. When's the "You were the chosen one" line? Is that at the end or is that at the start of that?
Yeah, that whole conversation, isn't it?
That's I have the high ground.
I hate you.
Yeah.
You and my brother.
You were meant to bring balance to the force.
Could be number one.
It's a good one, Dan. It's a good one.
Go on then, Pete. Dan had two there, flying droids and that moment.
The sort of build up and the aftermath of the sort of Palpatine Mace Windu, the arrest or the attempted arrest, sort of leading to that. And then he kills everyone, kills the other Jedi's there, and it's like Windu versus Palpatine, and just the kind of, I'm so weak, don't kill me, and then just the Anakin, good bad, and it's just like, oh, I'm so weak, and then you just send him out the window, and then he just gets up. He's absolutely fine.
We're definitely isolating that clip of going, I'm so weak. That's going to be the clip we're going to put out on YouTube.
Might make that Peter's personal ringtone.
Yeah.
Tion Meaden as a character, because he's the closest to Jez in this film. Great film. Played by Bruce. Oh, what's his name?
We couldn't remember his character's name, and now we can't remember the actor's name. Bruce Spence. Bruce Spence.
Yes, Bruce Spence. I just love his character design. He's one of the teaser figures that came out for Revenge of the Sith.
Yes,
one of the first 4, and I can remember seeing that figure and thinking, "Wow, look at him! He's got like a badass like monsters vibe to his eyes and stuff."
Yeah,
but, it's not really a moment, is it? It's just a.
And that's the figure I look like. Brilliant.
In this film, you're always going to be C-3PO.
Yeah, true.
More moments, come on.
All right. I'm going to say the final montage, triple montage, right? So what you've got is it's just that speechless scene where you've got Vader, Tarkin looking at the Death Star, right? So you've got Vader, Tarkin, and the Emperor. And then it cuts to you've got Bail, Breya, and Baby Leia. And then you cut to Kenobi handing over Luke to Beru and Uncle Owen. So
Office Gadoo. Let's not make sure we don't forget that beautiful creature.
So that 3 3 different scenes, but it's part of one montage with one piece of music. In fact, the music flows from original score to original score to original score for the Imperials, and then the Leia's theme, and then Luke's theme. But that is it's a nice little montage. Everyone loves a montage.
I'm going to go right back to the start of the movie then, and I'm going to talk opening battle, because I think as soon as that opening crawl's finished and that action starts, I don't think there's another action film scene like that from an opening in Star Wars. I think it's bigger than the Battle of Endor, arguably bigger than anything else up to that point. I can't think of a bigger space battle, and it's they threw the kitchen sink at that literally, and it's
What was the timing of that? You had the timing of that, didn't you? When we watched it, did you have the length of the
the whole opening, not just the space battle, but on the into the ship itself? I mean, it's like 25 minutes of the movies, that whole opening scene.
Yeah.
What was the what movie started with the Battle of Endor?
Well, didn't start with it. Big space battles. I mean,
right?
More than that in terms of the scale of the space battle itself. I don't think we get enough space battles in Star Wars for a movie or a franchise that's called Star Wars. There's not a lot of space battles been there, but that's probably got to be up there with one of the best.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely good stuff.
Who wants to go? Pete?
A shorter scene, but it's pretty iconic. The overhead shot of Anakin entering the Jedi Temple with the clone troopers. You see it from above. It's like an above shot. And then just goes and murders loads of children. So that's
I'd say that's the iconic moment, isn't it? Master Skywalker.
What are we supposed to do?
Yeah. Pretty messed up.
Which obviously has been built on in later releases. So it's good to keep building on it. So that stands out. That was kind of an epic part of the trailer, wasn't it? I think.
What was that?
The overhead shot of Anakin walking into the Jedi Temple.
Oh yeah. I think the slaughtering of the younglings was quite good.
Do you see on video, don't you? You see on
got a hollow projection of it.
Yeah.
I always thought it kind of like wiped out his redemption in Return of the Jedi, though. How you can do that and then really be redeemed, you kind of like
It's a long way back.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with another Yoda one then. When he goes into the Emperor's, we've said about the battle itself, but when he goes into the Emperor's office and those two royal guards are just standing there, and he just throws them back against the wall with the Force. I think that's an excellent moment.
No one said Kashyyyk yet. So Kashyyyk looks awesome. The Battle of Kashyyyk is great. I think everything going on, coming off, landing, coming out to sea, all the shoreline stuff, the homage to Holiday Special, all that sort of stuff. But what's going on in Kashyyyk? Like it a lot. And again, that's the time when Yoda does the decapitation of the just when Order 66 is called. Yoda senses it. Whoosh, and 2 heads just dropping on the floor. So the whole Kashyyyk battle, that's pretty cool. What do you think, Stu? Tell us a couple of yours, me old fella.
I'm going to go with Kenobi confronting Grievous.
Beat me to it then. You beat me to it.
I like the way he finishes Grievous. He just looks like he's like really enjoying it, doesn't he? When he's like welcomes him in. But I love the way Grievous moves as a character. I think he's brilliant. And then you watch the Clone Wars afterwards, and he's just a freaking coward, isn't he?
Run away!
Yeah. But I love that scene.
Yeah, sticking with Grievous then, when they I mentioned the battle, but when they first confront him on the ship and he makes his escape and that whole crash landing, that's a good section of the film as well. But especially Grievous in that scene when he's like, General Kenobi, and, taking their lightsabers off of him, and then it all kicking off. He does run away in that scene. To be fair to him, though, Stu, he has got a history of that.
He's such a good character, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
His voice and everything. I just love him. I suppose we have got to have the lightsaber fight in here. It is probably in
which one? Which one?
Scenes. The Kenobi Anakin.
Yeah. The Kenobi Anakin. Oh yeah, for sure.
Who's got one then? I am the Senate.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Great, just a great bit of dialogue.
See, it's hard to get to go between scenes and moments. If we're talking scenes or moments, there's loads of great little moments, but they're quite often packed into single scenes.
Yeah. All right. So if we're talking scene, the opera scene. This covers two of the things which I wrote down, because one of the things I wrote is the evil manipulation of Anakin by Senator Palpatine, right? So, because all the way through it, the manipulation there is brilliant, I think. But then the scene with the opera, when he's talking to him about the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Did I ever tell you that? It's just the manipulation. He is brilliant. He's so good. And actually, throughout this movie, they're so good. From the relationship between Ewan and Hayden. You know, the Anakin and Kenobi relationship is just really good. It's believable. The chemistry, the brotherhood, the experience, the times they've had. Their chemistry is great. I think Padme and Anakin's chemistry is so much better. The relationships in this are far, far better than the previous two. Even R2's good in this one. So, I think the opera with Palpatine and Anakin.
Yeah, nice.
I'm going to go with the Declaration of the Empire then. When when Liberty dies, as Padme says, I think that's a cracking scene.
With thunderous applause.
Yes. Oh, it left me scarred and deformed. He's still looking for sympathy.
As a moment, how haven't we mentioned just 2 words? Hello there. How many times have we heard that over everything? Hello there. I like Anakin. Kenobi.
Is this the movie that kind of made it a bit more iconic? Did we only heard it once before then? I think we had it.
Yeah.
Well, he says it in New Hope, doesn't he?
Yeah. Does he say it in Phantom Menace? I don't think he does he? But yeah, I think it's a bit like with Anakin when he says, "Oh, this is where the fun begins." Although he doesn't say it in another film, it's obviously a Han Solo line, but that seems to be been made popular by that scene reusing that line. It's a similar kind of thing.
I think when Kenobi says hello to Anakin for the first time when they're first introduced, I think he just says hello.
Okay.
I don't think he says hello there, so I think you're right.
What else we got?
There's one particular. I mean, I don't think this will make the top 10, but one that I really like is the scene where, after they crash at the beginning of the film, and they crash the ship on Coruscant, and him and Anakin and Obi-Wan are talking, and he's saying to Anakin, "Oh no, you're the poster boy. I'm out of it," basically. And he walks. You see Anakin walk across the kind of landing platform to where all the senators are, and it's the first. He's I don't know what it is about the shot. I don't know what it is, but he just looks really like world weary and battered from where we saw him in like Attack of the Clones. Young, and he just looks like he's been through hell. And I don't know. There's just something about that shot. Probably don't know the one I'm talking about, but sticks out in my mind.
Yeah. Shouldn't think that'll make the top 10.
Can I suggest one for the top 10? Maybe everyone's number 10, because I think if you don't, and then something happens to this wonderful
starting
man,
already, Dan.
That's great. I love it.
You'll all regret it. Is the use of music throughout John Williams. John Williams has to enter the top 10 because the soundtrack of this movie is so good that the themes thread in from the OT, the prequel trilogy, when Duel of Fate starts, everyone's like, yes. But then they bring in Leah's theme, Luke's theme, Force theme.
That's just being greedy, Jez. You've got to pick a moment. You've got to pick a musical moment. You can't have the whole soundtrack as
I'm going to say, well, let's have a secret ballot, right? Secret ballot right now between the 4 of us. Dan says I can't have the music. And Stu, what do you and Peter think? Yes or no? Go.
I reckon.
Yes. Yes.
Stuart, deciding vote.
Stuart's Len Goodman.
Is the music for the entire film a moment? Is what I would question.
It's a moment in time.
I think the brief was best bits.
Was it?
Yeah. So I think that the best bit. What's the best bit? Best bit's music. So top 10, fellas. You know, everyone put it as number 9 or 10. Don't
Okay.
feel trustler. You'd be fine.
Okay, I'll put it in. What about the premonition of Padme's death for Anakin?
Yeah, that's a standout, isn't it?
Hmm?
That is a standout.
Yeah.
It's different from anything else we've seen in other films.
Yeah, somehow Palpatine Returned is different from anything else we've seen in other films. I wouldn't put it in my top 10 though. But you know,
he's got the hump because I just suggested something then, but I didn't back his music. So he's like, right, whatever you say next, I'm just going to dislike it, whether it's the best thing ever.
No, so
I think the music of John Williams has just gone to 11.
No, so my point is there are so many excellent bits in this movie. I wouldn't say that someone just having a bad dream is a top bit. I'm not going to
tell you what is quite good though, Jez. So can I put in the Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, because it's all just a big build up for this movie. It's a really good moment.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Dear. Yeah. But anyone else got anything to add? Any obvious things on here? Our list is quite long now.
Well, I also had sounds, but all right.
The creature that Kenobi rides on Utapau.
Mm-hmm.
He's got quite a nice noise.
Yeah, that's not at all irritating, is it?
No, that's...
Is it in your book?
I think it might be.
I think that's one of the worst things in this movie.
Yeah.
Well, after someone like in childbirth going, there's a baby, Luke, Leia, I've died of a broken heart. I mean, that's motherhood, isn't it?
She's lost the will to live. She's just had some twins. She's lost the will.
I mean, I'm not being funny. She's the only character in Star Wars so far not to come back from the dead, isn't she?
So far.
Hey,
watch this space. Ahsoka season 2.
All right. If you've got the bad dream, what about the Tantive and the Yavin and the Tantive corridors?
I had that.
Yeah, I'd have that.
Yeah.
It's not better than the dream, but I can get it.
I know a good one. I thought of a good one. When Bail Organa lands on that landing platform and the Jedi comes running out and he's trying to save that kid and he gets shot by the stormtroopers. That's a pretty good moment.
I think we're now kind of like
scraping the barrel.
We're just naming things that aren't going to have any chance of being in the top 10.
Yeah.
So I'm going to draw a line over it there. So
I spotted something earlier on. I'm not saying it's in the top 10, but at the end, when Padme is saying to Kenobi, "They're still good in Anakin, they're still good in Anakin," and then she carks it, Kenobi didn't necessarily believe that because he was in New Hope about Vader being more machine, twisted and evil. But Luke is present as a 2-minute-old baby. But Luke is present, and Luke subconsciously hears Padme saying to Kenobi that they're still good in him. And then fast forward to Return of the Jedi, Luke is saying they're still good in him. I can sense it. And it only occurred to me earlier on. People have probably been talking about that online for ages, but I watched it earlier on and I was like, yeah, so Luke has heard her say that and he says that. However,
and there we have it. Right, let's go over to the vote.
Brilliant. It's a nice little thing. All right, okay.
I love democracy.
I am not a committee!
Order! We shall have order!
I was not elected to watch my people suffer and die while you discuss this invasion in a committee.
My allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy!
This is outrageous. I object. Order!
Hello, welcome back then. We have done the vote. The boys have all been voting. Everyone's received private text messages about John Williams' music. Does it make the countdown? Here we go then. We're going over to the Revenge of the Sith countdown. The greatest moments by Generation Skywalker. I'm coming to you, Pete. It is Obi-Wan Kenobi versus General Grievous.
It's a classic. They've been chasing around each other for quite a few movies by this stage.
You couldn't help yourself, Pete. You've done it. You did it.
Right off the bat.
Back away! I will deal with this Jedi slime myself.
Your move.
You fool! I've been trained in your Jedi arts by Count Dooku. Attack, Kenobi!
So yes, this is the final battle between these two who have been up against each other throughout the second two parts of this trilogy, ends in Utapau, where they finally have the showdown, and ends in an epic scene where Grievous he gets shot straight in the heart, basically, and pretty epic. Coming in at number 10.
I thought this might have been high. I'm coming to you, Dan. Ooh. It is the opera scene.
Oh, yes. So, yes, it's Anakin's, the beginning of his downfall. Palpatine's working his magic. He obviously knows what's going on in Anakin's head, and that he's having these nightmares about Padme, and he's worried about his wife, and starts to tempt him with the tale of Darth Plagueis and his ability to save people from dying, which definitely catches Anakin's attention. But yeah, just the moodiness of it, the way that Palpatine orders everyone else to leave us and get out of the room, and it's just them two sat on their own in the booth watching this hypnotic scene of these Mon Calamari swimming around in a big bubble.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
No.
I thought not. It's not a story the Jedi would tell you. It's a Sith legend. Darth Plagueis was a dark lord of the Sith, so powerful and so wise, he could use the Force to influence the midi-chlorians to create life. He had such a knowledge of the dark side, he could even keep the ones he cared about from dying.
He could actually save people from death.
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
What happened to him?
He became so powerful. The only thing he was afraid of was losing his power, which eventually, of course, he did. Unfortunately, he taught his apprentice everything he knew. Then his apprentice killed him in his sleep. It's ironic. He could save others from death, but not himself.
Is it possible to learn this power?
It is weird, isn't it? I always like getting thrown off. I'm not watching the film, not what's going on. I'm actually watching, yeah. Yeah, okay. Number 8 then. I'm coming over to you, Jez. Palpatine versus Mace.
Oh, yes. Mace going off to arrest him, flanked by some other Jedis, and Palpatine makes quick work of them. It's an all-round good scene. Anything with Samuel L. Jackson is pretty good. Even if he asks you to take a seat, young Jedi, you'll sit down. Samuel L. Jackson is that good as Mace. But all around, Dan said it earlier on, the way in which he's like, oh, no, and Pete was giving it, I'm so weak.
He's too dangerous to be left alive.
I'm too weak. Don't kill me, please.
It's not the Jedi way. He must live.
Please don't.
I need him.
Please don't. No.
All around a really, really great scene. Just disappointed with how easily Palpatine took out those Jedis, but I am the Senate, bring this lightsaber out, and all good stuff. It rightfully in a top 10. No arguments from this call sign.
Unlimited power, Jez.
Yes, absolutely. Mace lives.
7.
Okay, over to you, Dan, then, for number 7. Do it.
Ooh, okay, yeah. So pretty much at the beginning of the film, we're treated to an epic lightsaber duel early on between Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Count Dooku, which ends with not only him losing his head, but he also loses both of his hands. That Count Dooku's on his knees. Anakin's got both lightsabers to the Count Dooku's throat, and Palpatine says those magic words, "Do it!" And it's game over.
Kill him. Kill him now.
I shouldn't.
Do it.
Now we're all on camera. Let's all just pull our best Christopher Lee face as he's on the floor there with the lightsabers. Brilliant. And number 6, we're coming over to you, Pete. Yoda versus the Emperor.
Oh, it's a good one. So yeah, it's the got the start of the sort of good versus evil fights, and it's happening in unison with another lightsaber battle, which I imagine we're going to get to in a little while. But yeah, you just see the full Emperor losing his mind, laughing at Yoda as he's sort of throwing things at him. Yoda comes back specially to fight him. Pretty epic. Takes place in the Senate building and eventually into the Senate when he starts throwing down the
pods, the little pods, isn't it?
The pods, yeah, as he starts throwing those, and eventually Yoda kind of falls, you think, to his death, and he lands on one of those, and then he kind of falls, eventually falls off it, screeching his nails in classic sort of chalkboard fashion, and then escapes eventually. But yeah, pretty epic lightsaber duel.
I forgot how horrible that fingernail bit is when you see it on the big screen until I saw it in May. I re-saw it, I was like, oh. It's quite a horrible scene. Okay, then. So that is 10 down to 6. Number 10, Kenobi versus Grievous. 9, the opera scene. 8 was Palpatine versus Mace Windu. 17, the Do It. And 6, Yoda versus Emperor. All really strong moments. Just shows actually how good this film is. Where is the John Williams music? This is the moment. What is at number 5? Coming over to you, Dan. Ooh. It's the opening battle.
Oh, very good. Yes, so yeah, I already spoke about it a bit, but yeah, the opening scenes, straight after the crawl, you kind of you pan down, you see the sun, you see Coruscant, you see a Star Destroyer, you see 2 small ships zip along, and then they kind of they fold backwards over the back of the hull of the Star Destroyer, and you just explode out into this massive battle in the upper atmosphere of Coruscant, and it's just all going on. There's ships and blasters everywhere. I think, like they've said, they've already threw the kitchen sink in on that one as well. So it's I think probably the best space battle in any Star Wars film we've ever seen. I'll go out on a limb and say that.
Get him, R2. Watch out. R2, hit the bus droid, center eye. Yeah, you got him. Great, R2.
Number 4, I am coming to you, Petey Weedy. It is the big battle at the end, Kenobi v Anakin.
Oh, I thought this might be higher, and from the look on Jez's face, so did he. I guess we knew it was coming at some stage in this trilogy. But yeah, Anakin and Obi-Wan finally meet on Mustafar, the sort of fire planet as Darth Vader's eventual home. I think I prefer it when they're inside. The fight gets a little bit crazy when they end up on the lava pits and they start jumping around on different sort of droids and bits of lava. But it's full on and ends in some pretty amazing dialogue at the end when you were my brother, Anakin, and the high ground. I mean, that's sort of that bit as well. The high ground part is mentioned there, and you were meant to save us from the Sith rather than join them. So.
You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them! bring balance to the Force, not leave it in darkness! You were my brother, Anakin! I loved you!
Someone asked me at the end of this why this is in number 4, and I will tell you. Because the top 3 are a long way away from this lot. But there is a pretty big reason that may have been in 4th. Okay? Okay, then. Let's go into our top 3 then. And we're going over to you, Jez. The final montage. Higher than what I thought.
Yeah, I think everyone gets it because it's wonderful, and so glad that John Williams' music has made the top 4 because that's outstanding. Because music and sound, as we know, is half the movie, and indeed it was in this last montage. So we haven't seen Tarkin up until the stage. We think we've seen everything. We've seen the rebuild of Vader. Everything's tragic. Luke and Leia have been born, and no, they give us even more. And the last sort of montage, you've got Vader then sort of loyally by the Emperor, and they're staring out to space to watch the Death Star being constructed. Now, we're going to gloss over the fact that this was the sort of basics of a Death Star. Still 19 years later, they're figuring it out. But obviously it was their first Death Star, right? And that's great. You see Tarkin look at them sort of shaking his head and walking away. And then you see Bail Organa with Leia, baby Leia, and his wife Breya with Leia's theme. So it shows you that the story continues for the Imperials. It shows you that the story continues for baby Leia. And then you see Kenobi delivering baby Luke to the Lars homestead. And then you see the binary sunset, arousing music. It's the perfect way to end a great movie. Love it.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Okay, then. Top 2, then. Dan, I'm coming to you. Order 66.
Wow, what's number 1 then?
I thought this was going to be number 1.
Commander Kelly, the time has come. Execute Order 66.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, yes. So yeah. After Palpatine and Anakin defeat Mace, Anakin throws himself into the dark side's declared Darth Vader, and then ordered to go out and execute Order 66. The Emperor contacts all of the clone commanders via his little intercom. God knows how long it took him to get round them all, but he puts the word out. And yeah, we see a montage of Jedis being taken out. Initially, we see Obi-Wan plummet off the side of one of the walls on the sinkholes on Utapau, on that lizard thing. And then we cut to various scenes of Jedi being cut down. We see most famously probably Isla Secura getting killed on Felucia. Yeah, with her death being obscured by a big plant. And Plo Koon, we see him get blown up on his ship, and then obviously Cara Mundi, we see him die and getting taken out by a bunch of clones. Yeah, it's pretty tragic, and I think if you're invested in the prequels, if you followed along with the story, seeing these characters all die is quite impactful. But yeah, well deserved number 2 place.
And number 1, all 3 of you had this at number 1. I was the only one that didn't, and I'm coming over to you, Jez. Rebuilding Vader.
In the words of Peter Lee, it's a classic. It's so good. As I said earlier on, that sort of crescendo moment of Vader, that person who we've all known since the 70s or early 80s, and just seeing him built, and then listening to the sounds of Ben Burtt and Matt Woods, just because the sounds make him, the voice. If you haven't got James Earl Jones, then obviously going on to the whole no bit, but that construction of Vader is just brilliant. The more I watch this movie, the better it gets. That's from a Gen Xer.
Well, there you go. So that is our top 5 then. 5, the opening battle. 4th, Anakin versus Kenobi. Third, the final montage. Second, Order 66, and 1, Rebuild Invader. Actually, they're all worthy of places. I reckon you could shuffle around the top 5 and you'd be quite happy with how that came out. But yeah, any surprises that wasn't in there? I mean, John Williams' music made it. It was in every single one of those 10 scenes.
yeah, fair's fair. The Kashyyyk elements, to be fair, I only gave Kashyyyk 10 points. That was my outsider, so I'm not surprised that I didn't make it. But...
yeah, Kashyyyk, well, you gave it a vote. It was the only vote it got, I think.
Yeah.
But
all of Melba's are in there. So no,
it's difficult because
I went through that list of how many 31. My initial run through, I took it down to 18, and then I started to struggle after that. So yeah, it was a tough call. I think
we generally voted for the same sort of things. There was a vote for the music. There was a vote for Halloween. There was votes for like Kashyyyk Battle, votes for Grievous Escape and stuff, but not a great deal outside of what we actually think. I think most of us voted for the same sort of things.
So what happened with Anakin and Kenobi?
So someone needs to put their hand up here that didn't even have it in their top 10. Anakin versus Kenobi. Who do we reckon? Pete's going back to his list. Was it me?
I think I put it in mine. I'm pretty sure I had it on mine. It's like 4th, I think I had mine.
So Dan, you let me just confirm, Dan, you had it in 7th place.
Okay.
Oh no, 4th place. Sorry, you did it the other way around.
4th. Yeah.
Yeah. Jez had it in 3rd. I had it in 4th, and Peter didn't have it. Although he had the music.
Do you know what I had?
It's Jez's fault for going on about the bloody music.
Oh, it's always my fault. I was thinking tonight was actually a really pleasant thing with our arguments. Now I get
number 10.
Where is it?
The music was number 10, an honorary mention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Had you back there, Jez?
Thanks, man.
Well, there you go. That is our top 10. What have we missed? What would you have had number 1? Come and join us over on We Are Generation Skywalker. We will start up a conversation. How the hell wasn't the dream in there? It didn't even get a vote, and I think that's absolutely sacrilege.
Did you vote for it?
I didn't.
Oh, absolute sacrilege then.
But I think it's crazy that someone didn't vote for it, and yeah, this is what you get. So please go over and check us out on social media. Go and check us out on Facebook. We've got 2 groups over there. Facebook, the first one, Generation Skywalker. That's where we make all our announcements. But we also have the We Are Generation Skywalker community group, where we encourage conversation. Instagrams are live. We've got just search Generation Skywalker. There is an Instagram page, and there's also one for vintage toys. You'll find the links on there. YouTube, we haven't actually enhanced much for a while, but there is some amazing stuff over on our YouTube channel that really should go and be enjoyed. Yeah, we're active all over the place at the moment. It is happy days. But for this show, it is goodbye from Dan.
Cheerio.
It is goodbye from Jez.
I am the Senate.
And it is goodbye from Pete, who doesn't think that lightsaber fight is worthy of a top 10 place. Hello there, Pete. That came in at 9 for you.
Oh, and he's muted as well.
Yeah. You're muted, Pete. You're not actually muted.
Just say good night, Stu.
Yeah. Well,
ignore him.
I think he's faking it, but it is good night from me. We're Generation Skywalker. All eras, all passions, all Star Wars.